nature was our teacher. We were to watch how everything grew, how one thing nourished another, and the biggest lesson to learn was that nature was always in control. All we had to do was believe in it, and in that belief, our spirit would be born. I think the first time I started to understand what she meant was when I became friends with Shala. We'd go clamming, we slipped off our clothes and played naked in the surf. We dove under the water to see where the other was starting to grow seaweed, as we called it. Then our breasts started growing and we were always comparing our octopus heads. She'd jiggle mine and I would jiggle hers. At first, it was just taking inventory. Then we started getting excited, and she told me that I had to see her clam. She said when she touched it, the clam foot got bigger and stuck out. Did I want to touch it? It felt more like an oyster, I told her, all slimy-like. We'd compare them to each other's sex. We'd roll around on the moss, touching each other. I told her I didn't like clams too much. She'd tell me exactly how her clam was behaving. If it wasn't open, she told me she would pry it open. She told me there were many tentacles inside her. But I was afraid my fingers would get pulled inside. Then her family moved away. Once she was gone, I wasn't sure of anything anymore. I got knocked up by the age of 16. I thought a baby could change things. I thought that's what nature wanted me to do. Shal and I were just playing. But every time I sat on the beach, it reminded me of our octopusing. I felt guilty about what happened. My Nani, I told her everything.
You are growing to find yourself in the way the Creator has made you. You were just opening doors, testing the waters of your body, teaching each other what the body does. It's normal. Do you want to hear what I saw when I was 8? I was in residential school. The sisters took care of us. I was afraid of crying out loud because I didn't want to get beaten for waking the other girls. I walked into the hallway and saw 2 nuns kissing. I thought at first they were washing each other with moonlight. But then I saw one of them kissing the other's breasts. I watched how they sucked each other's breasts and was reminded of how my mother fed my baby brother like that. I remember how my mother stopped my brother from crying that way too. I forgot all about having just wet myself. I asked them which one would like to be my mommy because I was going to cry and needed to suck on one of their breasts as Christ-hoppers. They told me how special their Christ-hoppers were and that they would take care of me. But the Christ-hoppers were for younger children and sisters like themselves who couldn't have their own children to love. They said they just had to love themselves. They never actually told me to keep their relationship a secret. They took care of me and I took care of them. It was a silent bond we had. My girl, you're just learning to come out of the shell Raven made you from. Us hiders come out of the shell, not the closet. You and the Creator know. You smudge, and your answer will come to you.
It took me a few years, but I figured it out. I found my spirit, and in that belief, my second spirit was born.